When was the last time that you watched a TV show that genuinely surprised you, that made you feel something? One where every character mattered and everything felt like it was building into something more important. Every episode felt like it was building to something grander than the one before it. Now imagine that thing wasn't a show at all, it was a video game. Dispatch did that. It made me believe in storytelling again.
You gonna eat those Twinks?
That's not what they're... You know what? Help yourself.
Developed by AdHoc Studios and originating from the legendary Telltale Studios, left Telltale and went and created their own game. They created Dispatch, and Dispatch, like all the Telltale games that came before it, is a video game that's very storytelling, TV show, episodic in nature. You play as Robert Robertson, otherwise known as Mecha Man, who loses his suit early in the first episode, spoiler alert, sorry, but now is in charge of the Z Team as he works for the superhero Dispatch Network as a dispatcher. And the Z Team are a bunch of reformed supervillains from the past. Now, the result of that seems like just another typical superhero story. We have millions of those coming out every year, it feels like. But Dispatch manages to make a concept that we've seen a million times that I didn't think was possible to make fresh again, and they do that. They create a narrative-rich experience that made me emotional. Your choices as the player matter, maybe even more than they did in any Telltale game that I'd played in the past. But the characters that are living in this world that feels so fleshed out, that is what is super impressive to me, and their dynamic and how they're working together. It's incredible. It's done so well. The funny thing about this is that Dispatch was originally established to be a television show way back during COVID, but COVID kind of messed up those plans, and they pivoted to the video game version. But it feels like a TV show that is better than any TV show that I've seen this year, so that's incredibly impressive, and we're only 6 episodes in, which is even more impressive. And even though that this was a new IP from a new studio, or at least a new form studio, the launch of this game has been incredible. It's a commercial and critical success and has already sold over 1 million copies. It didn't sell 1 million copies in 10 days because of hype. It sold 1 million copies in 10 days because the audience has starved for something like this to come out. So when the creators of Dispatch said that we're gonna create a story that will make you feel like your favorite TV show, they were not lying. That was not a prediction, it was a spoiler, it was a promise. It feels that important. It's not bloated, it's not over spectacle, it's all incredibly cut tight and neat, and doesn't waste any time getting to the point. The pacing in between episodic releases is much better than the Telltale games in past that would come out every couple months, it felt like, or maybe it was a month, I can't remember. These are 2 new episodes coming out once a week. That's fresh and exciting. I like it. I prefer it to be all out because maybe I just want to play the final episodes now. But what it does do is it builds that suspense and that hype and that tension, as I can't literally wait to get till next Wednesday to finish out this game. And you can say that maybe you feel more in this story because you are a part of the game. You are the player. You play Robert Robertson. And the choice to either go with Invisigal, or go with Blonde Blazer, that's the player's decision. That's your choice. But I would argue that what's impressive about those decisions is that the game tells a story and fleshes out those characters enough to make the player have to really think about it, because those relationships have been fleshed out. They matter. And even though those 2 characters along with Robert are 2 main characters, the side characters play important roles in this as well. I'm talking about Chase. I'm talking about the rest of the Z Team are all funny, are all organic, are all making sense within the story. Each episode is only like 40 minutes to an hour of game time, it feels like, but they have managed to flesh out this team of like 8 characters in ways that are engaging. I care about them, which is insane. And the voice cast is fantastic. Aaron Paul's in this, Laura Bailey's in this. But to me, whenever I'm playing the game to try and figure out what's the best decision for Robert, Robert is still his own character. It's not us. Robert has motivations and feelings and intentions. So I think if you take the player out of it and you just get to watch the game, I think you're gonna be just as engaged, potentially. In the last video, I talked about how Disney fell into a sort of formula, how it's kept printing money. But I literally, for the life of me, couldn't have thought of a better video to come out with after that, because it feels like Dispatch is not formulaic. It takes the basic ingredient of a superhero story, it makes it different and fresh and exciting and gives you characters that you give a shit about finally. It's not repetitive. It's not formulaic. It's exciting. This is a lower level studio that said, not watch what happens when we throw money at it. They said, watch what happens when we throw a story at it. And I hope that the world doesn't take Dispatch for granted now that it's out. What we are getting here is meaningful narrative in a world that no longer promises it. That's a lot better than Hollywood can do for me right now. So yes, Dispatch is a game. It's not a TV show, it's not a movie, but what it is it's evidence that fantastic storytelling and fantastic character development is not dead. But if you guys could like this video, if you enjoyed, leave a comment if you are enjoying Dispatch as much as I am. Subscribe to Forever and Likely, I'll greatly appreciate it. Click the notification bell so you can see when we come back with the next one. And until next time, keep your expectations high, because you deserve it, and storytelling deserves it. So that's all I got. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, love, adios, and bye-bye.